And
half a mile, turn right onto Rua de Cima.
all right. It's a new day here in Portugal. I'm a little bit late today. As you can see, sunrise already happened. I wanted to be here a little bit earlier, but I wasn't feeling very good last night. I think I'm a little bit sick. I'm on my way to the town of Sortelha or Sortella. No, still not really sure about how to pronounce it, but it's part of a network of historic villages here in Portugal. I have like a castle and really cool buildings that I'm gonna check out this morning. But on my way there, I just ran into this thing that was 2 yards that I'm gonna try to photograph. Today is gonna be sunny, clear and hot again, but there is not much I can do about that, so I'm just gonna try to do my best at the town. Yeah, let's start with this image though. So what I do very often, I use my phone and an app that I have that to take photos in square and black and white to actually compose or frame my images, so I don't have to take any of my cameras out of the backpack. I can see if the shot is worth it or not. It's a little trick to save some time.
This one is definitely not the best image of the trip, but I find it really important to start creating, or at least thinking about creating, early in the day. That helps to get your creative juices moving.
Okay, so one good thing, and just one, about this kind of weather, sunny, clear and hot days, is that you don't really need the tripod and you can travel or walk lighter. It makes a huge difference. I have a big tripod and it feels much better not to have to carry it. So yeah, yay, sunny day. Well, this is cool. So I'm using the orange filter, as you can see. The reason for that is because the castle, this wall, they are all lit up by the sun right now, so they are pretty bright, and the sky is pretty blue, so that creates a cool contrast if I use the orange filter, because the sky will look not black but pretty dark in contrast with the walls, and that's what you want to create with black and white, is contrast, not flat images that they can be boring. I was thinking, but I'm gonna load more HP5 at 1600. With the orange filter, that shot was at f8 1/500th of a second, so that's gonna get a little bit worse in a little bit, but still, if I can shoot at f11 or something like that, that would be just fine. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going with HP5 for now and see what we get. Do not forget to label the film, because then you don't know what you have to develop it for. So I put here 1600 and the date, today September 11, and this is photos from yesterday, Serra Estrela and the town of Sortelha, so you know what to expect. And I also like to put like a number, for example, number 1 from the Portugal trip. Another thing that I sometimes do is when I have a cool shot, like I think this one is gonna turn out good, and that was the last shot of the previous roll, I loaded a new roll, so I take it again, so I have the same shot in 2 different rolls, just in case I mess up the development or something, and that happens. So this is another example of a perfect subject for black and white photography, because you have the sun or the light hitting just part of the wall and coming through the door. So that creates contrast between the part that is in shade, that is not being hit by the sun, and then if we apply a red filter effect on digital, or if we take a photo with the orange filter, the sky is going to be dark too. So that's going to create the contrast between the dark rock, the dark sky, and the lit up part of the wall, and that's going to look, I think, pretty good. So the only problem with this shot to take it with my Bronica is that it requires a wide angle lens that I don't have. So that's why I'm focusing more with my digital camera. I've been trying with getting really low, because I think that adds more drama to the photo. So that's what I've been playing with. You know, it is always a shock when I go from the digital camera to the Bronica. It doesn't matter how many times I do it. The difference is huge when it comes to the viewfinder and composing the shot. For example, with the digital camera, I couldn't even see the power lines there because I don't know why. That screen or viewfinder is not that good. But with the Bronica, you can see everything in the frame, and you can compose the shot so much better. And it's more inspiring than the digital camera, so much more. It's really hard for me to overstate the importance of light in black and white photography. Of course, in any kind of photography, but in black and white, you don't have colors to make some parts of the image stand out over others. So here you have to use just pure light. You don't have anything else. You have something that is bright and something that is dark. In this case, for example, this tree is another cool example. You had this the shade that was coming from the tower going through the tree itself. So it let me play with it and create some kind of cool compositions. I don't know how they're going to turn out. These images that I've been taking here might not work out in the end, but they are perfect examples of why I still go out for sunrise and sunset, even though I'm shooting in black and white. I'm not capturing the crazy colors of the sky and stuff like that, but I still get to play with the shadows that the low sun creates. Otherwise, in midday, everything is flat. There is no shadows. There is nothing that you can play with. If you want to play and if you want to create something different, you have to do it at sunrise or sunset. Of course, not everything is perfect about shooting at sunrise or sunset. For example, this scene that I have here would have been lovely at pretty much any other time that is not sunrise, because the sun is rising behind the tower, so it's completely backlit, and I'm losing all this foreground, all these rocks and the tree. I'm still gonna try to take it, because I might get something interesting from this, at least the silhouette. And I know I might come back here one of these nights or at sunset or something like that to take the shot. I know, we'll see. So HP5 pushed at 1600 is not gonna cut it here. I will have to shoot it at f11 and 1/4000th of a second. My camera can't do that. So I'm gonna load some FP4 and I'm gonna shoot it at box speed 125, and that should give me a more reasonable shutter speed for this scene.